Papa Tom here. Just want to upgrade everybody. Got a lot of questions about, why I was in the hospital yesterday and those kind of things. But before I go on, I just remind everybody to like and subscribe to help me grow my channel a little bit. I'd sure appreciate it. Uh, so I was in the hospital yesterday for a neuroangiogram, which is where they take a catheter in at the groin through the femoral artery. Then they go up and go and take pictures of the blood vessels in your neck and in your outside of your head and your face, that kind of stuff. And it's because this side of my face for last year has been in constant pain. Some days worse than others. Like right now, it's just an ache, but um, there's days where it's so intense that I can't concentrate or see anything. Um, I've been to um, an ear, nose, throat specialist, seeing if it was sinuses. There is some sinus things. I do have chronic sinusitis. That's part of it, but it's not the cause of the main pain. Um, I've been to a dentist to see if there's any problem with teeth, and there is not. However, he has referred me to a TMJ or temporomandibular joint specialist, which is the joint right here in the jaw. We have x-rayed that, and there was no sign of any damage to the jaw, so I'm not sure what that'll do. But when I was at the ENT, he referred me to or did an MRI, and they found a what's called a fistula in one of the blood vessels here on the left side, just in the derma of the brain cavity, which is between the skull and the brain. Um, and what a fistula is an artery and a vein fused together for whatever reason, and the vein now has got the elevated pressures that the capillaries or the blood vessels, the arteries have. Um, and veins aren't designed for high pressure where arteries are. But however, the specialist yesterday after the exam said that it looks like what's called a benign fistula, so we just have to watch it because the vessels that did merge the vein can handle the pressures based on what he could see. However, he's going to do further research in it. This coming week, I have an appointment with the TMJ specialist. Um, I've had eye specialists. I have had acute glaucoma on the right eye, but not the left. And that's not it. I was just there here a couple of weeks ago, so it's not that. Um, like I said, I've been to the dentist, been to just about everybody to try to rule this out. Um, it's frustrating, um, and especially like I can't hardly hear out of this ear. But of course, when they did the hearing test, they now go clear into the temporal inside the canal, not on the outside. It's not the old days of the muffs. So they get the actual hearing, and my hearing's fine inside. It's just that there's swelling of the ear canal um, that's causing the hearing loss. Um, so it's looking more and more like it's just some kind of inflammation of some sort that's causing all the pain. And I'm hoping that it is the TMJ, but we don't know for sure. I've sure appreciated all the thoughts and prayers that have been sent my way through Facebook and TikTok, and just let everybody know I do appreciate that. But while I was going through this, there's a few things that went through my mind. This is Papa Tom's thoughts, by the way. And again, remember to like and subscribe. But as I was going through this, they were doing it's invasive into the blood vessels of the brain. There's always that chance, very slim chance, but a chance that it could cause a stroke or something like that. Um, and I prayed to God that things would go well, and it did. The only frustrating part is I had to lay still, couldn't move the one leg where they because they go in through the groin through the femoral artery. Um, so I had lay still on the table for 2.5 hours and then in recovery for over 2 hours, not moving one leg at all, which is still amazing to me. The fact that they go into the main artery there, they go in there, and come out, and then they have a special plug they put in there, and basically no bleeding afterwards. There was during the process, but afterwards, not much to speak of. Um, but there's always that chance. Even when you're doing that, you could, create a blood clot that could go to the brain or to the heart. So there's always that. But I had a calmness. I'd been praying to God to give me calmness. I had a calmness during the whole thing. But anyway, as I was going through there, I'm going through my head and like, okay, is the family okay if something happens to me? I've got good life insurance. We have a few debts, but the life insurance would basically cover all that. And then I got to thinking about, how lucky I was. My wife was there with me, and she was just really supportive and loving, and even though she was exhausted by the time we got home, she still drove home because I'm not supposed to drive yet for 24 hours because of the sedatives that they put me on. Right now it's frustrating because I can't lift anything more than 5 pounds. I'm not supposed to be doing anything that's physical or bending over. The kids are outside working hard in the yard and stuff, and there's things I wish I was out there helping them do. But, we're blessed to have families. We're blessed to have the best health that we have. Yeah, this is frustrating. Is it life-threatening? Right now it's not proving to be, but it's frustrating to be in pain all the time. There's days it's in so much pain that I can't focus. But it's something that, I can deal with. When I was leaving the hospital yesterday, I saw a lady coming in with one leg on crutches, and she was just happy and cheerful and just joyful. And, we could be worse. So think about that. Remember that. If you have, you know, uh, issues, like I have a good friend that has swallowing issues, but he doesn't let him get him down. He's still cheerful and happy, and still does his work. Um, the biggest challenge I also had was because I had to lay in a certain way, was my back got to hurting really, really bad. I do have back issues, always have for years. Um, and the nurses were amazing. They tried to get me in positions without me moving too much, and they were awesome. And and I know of people that have gone on disability probably with less pain than I'm in, but I'm not gonna let that get me down. Excuse me, my power on my phone's going down, so I got to charge it. Um, anyway, let's just be thankful. Where'd it go? The note. Trying to find my card here. There it is, right there. Um, thankful for what we have. Whether it's a roof over our head, it doesn't have to be a fancy roof over our head. Whether it's food on the table. Like up here, we do have health in Canada. We do have health care. I sometimes questioning the timing. Like I said, this has been going on for a year to get through all these specialists. Down in the U.S., I know it would have gone further and faster. However, so far I haven't had to pay a dime. I do have to when I go to the TMJ specialist. I have to pay a down payment on that because most insurances or most the health care system won't pay for that. Um, but be thankful for that. Who are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food on the table? Doesn't have to be fancy food. Doesn't have to be a fancy house. But do you have all that? Be thankful for those around you, whether it's friends. I can't believe. I think even on Facebook, I think there was a couple hundred people that wished me well, which is great, and I appreciate everybody there. TikTok, I was amazing how many people there, because most of those, there's a few I know personally, but most of those are just strangers, but strangers that actually reached out and wished me well. Most people are good. Who do you have? What do you have that you're thankful for? Anyway, worth thinking about. Remember, you are loved. God love you. I love you. You all take care and have an amazing day. Remember to like and subscribe. Just wanted to thank everybody for all your prayers and stuff. It was just a procedure. An angiogram up into the brain. Doing good. God bless, and you all take care.